Okay, students, today we are discussing about a very interesting topic in kinematics, that is how equations of motions can be derived by using graphs. If you take an example of a car or a train, initially the speed of a train or a velocity of a train, if you consider, it is going to be zero. But gradually the velocity of a train is slowly increasing, reaches to the maximum extent, and sometimes it may go with uniform velocity also. If the velocity is going to be constant, it is called as uniform velocity. Then you need to understand some of the terms here. So here, what do you mean by velocity? Velocity is nothing but distance in a particular direction, or it can also be called as displacement by time. You all know very well that velocity is a vector quantity. Okay, so there is nothing but distance with a particular direction is going to be displacement by time, or it can also be called as distance by time here. Okay, so it's very simple and easy topic here. Let us discuss here. So what is the next part here? Next part is you should know what is the meaning of acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but a rate of change of velocity. It can be increase in the velocity, or it can also be decrease in the velocity with respect to time here. So that is called as time you need to consider here. Okay. So that is acceleration is measured with a unit called as meters per second square here. Okay. So now if the speed is constant, then acceleration is taken as 0 here. We need to derive three equations of motion today. The first equation you all know very well about this. That is v is equal to u plus at. Second is s is equal to ut plus half at square. The third one is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay. So now let us see what happens here. Initial velocity is nothing but it is taken with a term called as small u. Final velocity is taken with a term called as v. Acceleration means small a, time means small t, and displacement is nothing but s here. Okay. So in kinematics you should know some of the basic terms which should be understood easily. So if you understand this here, then it's very simple to find out the equations of motion derivation by using graphs. So let us go for graphs here. Okay. So now if you want to discuss about the graphs, you should have some basic knowledge regarding coordinate geometry. Okay. So what is the meaning of graphs here? Okay. So if you want to learn about graphs, you should have some basic concept in physics, mathematics, and also you should know some of the part of geometry here. Okay. So let us go ahead with this topic here. So first thing we need to understand here in terms of graphs is you should know what is the meaning of slope of a graph. You all know if you want to measure the slope of a graph here, you have to find out tan theta. And you all know tan theta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. So let us fire towards the main topic in physics here. Let us go into the main topic of physics here. So this is the first equation of motion we need to derive here. So for that you need to understand the graph here. So this is a graph in which AB represents the graph here. This AB explains that initial velocity of the car is u, final velocity of a car is taken as v here. Okay. So if the car is starting with 0 velocity, then you just move a little bit. Okay. So if it is starting with 0 velocity, then this is time and this is going to be velocity. So graph starts from 0. A little bit move this side, my dear. Thank you. Just yes. Thank you very much. So this is time here and this is velocity. It is starting from 0. Then you will get a graph like this. Here tan theta gives you the slope of a graph here. So acceleration, if you want to find out, this is a graph actually. AB is a graph. That means car is already having certain velocity and it is moving with an acceleration, gains the final velocity v here. Okay. So when a car starts or a train starts with certain velocity, already it is having certain velocity and it reaches to the maximum velocity v here. So this is initial velocity, final velocity. Acceleration is taken as slope, that is opposite side BC by adjacent side AC. You all know BC is nothing but it is a difference of BD minus CD. Okay. So BD minus CD is going to give you BC and adjacent side is taken as AC here. So you know BD is nothing but final velocity V and AE, what is this? CD or AE both are same. This is also U. That means this is also going to be U here. So therefore acceleration is taken as V minus U by T here. So V minus U is equal to AT. V is equal to U plus AT. This is called as the first equation of motion here. Now let us discuss about the second equation of motion. If you want to find out acceleration, you need to find out the slope of a graph. But if you want to find out the displacement, you need to find out the area of a graph here. So how are you going to find out the area of a graph? In this case, if you want to find out the area of this graph, there are two geometrical constructions here you need to consider. One is triangle, another is a rectangle here. One is triangle, another is rectangle. So if you want to find out the area of a graph, you need to find out the area of a triangle ABC and area of a rectangle ACDE. So these two combined together you have to find out. So area of a triangle, you all know it is taken as half into base into height. So base is T and height is considered as this one. And what is height here? V minus U can be taken as height here. So base is T here and height is considered as V minus U. Because this is V and this is U means the gap is going to be V minus U. That's it. It's very simple. Okay. So what I am going to say here is this rectangle, area of a rectangle if you want to consider, it is nothing but length into breadth. So length into breadth means U into T you have right here. U into T you are writing. Okay. So and you all know that acceleration formula is V minus U by T. So V minus U is equal to AT. V minus U is equal to AT. So you can replace this V minus U with AT here. So I have done the same thing here. I have replaced V minus U with AT. Okay. So half into T into this V minus U can be taken as A into T here. And already UT is present. Therefore, if you write this in a proper order, then you can write S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Okay. So let us go for the third equation of motion. To understand the third equation of a motion, you need to understand this as a trapezium. Okay. This quadrilateral having four sides is acting like a trapezium. Now first, what is the meaning of a trapezium? In a quadrilateral, if any two particular sides are parallel, then we call it as a trapezium. Got the point now? Yes, Khadir bhai. Understand? So, if it is having two parallel sides, it is called as a trapezium. So, what is the area of a graph in this case? You want to find out the displacement, you need to find out the area of a trapezium here. So, what is the formula for area of a trapezium? Half into sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. Half into sum of the parallel sides and distance between them. That's it. So, sum of the parallel sides we will write V plus U and the distance between them means you can write it as T here. That's it. It's very simple. Okay. So, previously you found the area separately for triangle and separately for rectangle. But today, now the next concept, third one is you need to find out the area completely for trapezium. That's it. So, sum of the parallel sides means V plus U you have written. And distance between the two parallel sides you have taken, that is taken as AC. And AC is nothing but small t according to the graphs given over here. That's it. It's very simple, amazing topic it is. Let us enjoy the basics. This is the basics of physics we can say. If you understand this properly, you can go ahead smoothly and confidently. Let us see what happens now. So what is AC here? AC is nothing but T. And you all know acceleration is nothing but V minus U by T. Acceleration is nothing but V minus U by T. Therefore, T, if you take numerator, acceleration comes to the denominator here. So here T is replaced with V minus U by A. So replacing here. Then what is going to happen now? This is going to become V plus U and V minus U. This is just like A plus B into A minus B, which is A square minus B square. So that's it. It's very simple. Okay. So V square minus U square are going to write. Okay. So then next is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. This is going to be the third equation. It's very simple. It's an amazing equation. Okay. So like this we have to find out the equations of motion by using graphs here. Okay. Hope you have understood. Okay. So please subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, this is just a fun. Okay. I like fun. And even please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.